As many couples, we started our relationship with high expectations, great friendship, but very little guidance. God was really nowhere in the picture.
We decided to start doing things on our own, seeking the wisdom of the world instead of the wisdom of God. I ended up finding refuge in other places instead of God and instead of my home. I just wanted to be free. That was the thing. I felt like I needed to get a divorce and be free.
So at this point, we realized that we couldn't fix everything on our own. So I started to pray. I really started to pray, and I love my wife. And today I can say a lot more. Back then I was saying I love my wife and I don't want my family to fall apart. So I didn't understand what it meant to be a spiritual leader. I just kind of tried to figure it out on my own. And now I'm at a point where I'm going, there's nobody else that can even remotely understand what I'm going through or even help. And so I started to pray. I got on my knees and I just basically said to God, I said, I know you exist, and I know you're able to, but if you restore my family, restore my marriage, I truly appreciate it. And then also I even said, which was shocking for me, where I went, if you don't restore it, I know that you exist, I know that you're there, and I'm gonna need a relationship with you. I need to dive deeper with you, because I'm gonna need to be able to, what's gonna happen, what's about to happen, the path that we're about to go down. I'm gonna need the strongest power in this universe to help me through this.
I was upset about the fact that I needed to reach out to God. Something in me was telling me, but now I know that it was God reaching out for me. And so I did, I just said God, and I had one of those beautiful moments when God just literally came running for me. He showed me so much love and compassion. We ended up talking things over and just working things out, and we didn't know how this was gonna look. We didn't know what God's plan was, or even his character completely, but we did know that we needed to start praying. So we ended up getting on our knees, we prayed, we cried, we prayed again, we cried and we prayed again. And it was just a process of allowing God to teach us what a true marriage needed to look like, what he intended to look like. And it's unfortunate that it was just hitting that very rock bottom that drove us to God. But that's the type of God that we serve. He's always welcoming, he's always seeking after us. So he did say that we needed to adjust. So our marriage is not perfect. There's no such a thing as the perfect marriage. We will have that soon, but when Jesus comes. But as of right now, there's no such a thing as a perfect marriage. But what we do have is a Christ-centered marriage. And we still struggle, we still have disagreements, but they're so different from what they used to be before. There's no such thing as, going to bed angry or frustrated, or even, lasting days without speaking to each other. Really having a Christ-centered marriage and allowing God's redemptive plan to work in our lives means that now we can have more grace and more love towards each other. We're learning how to communicate. And that is one thing that the Lord has really given us, just being able to communicate and express that love and reflect his glory.
Yeah, and so today we're on mission, right? So we've been given a clear direction what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be interceding on behalf of marriages in our church, in our community. When we were going through the tough times and we were praying to God, he said, I'm going to get you out of this. Now I need you to go and intercede for other people, like fight for other people, and represent what I created well. A lot of times we look with our physical eyes and we see a dead end. We're like, there's no way we can get out of this. However, if you submit to him, he has a plan. He's seeing the redemption, the possibilities, that if you just run to his arms and you put your life, your marriage, your kids, your family, everything, he will restore you.